Right now, GloDev has missionaries in Asia. We have some that are from the Philippines, Korean, Vietnamese, Cambodians, Thai, Nepalese, Indians, some from United States, some from Canada. So we're kind of a mix. These are some of the poorest nations in the world. The challenge is not just a gospel presentation or a Bible school, but meeting their needs, whatever it is they're dealing with on a daily basis. Finance is always a challenge. It takes more to do more. Another challenge is population. These are massive populations. Manila, somewhere in the neighborhood of 17 or 18 million people. About 40% of Asia under 14 years of age. And so you've got a whole population there that's very young. And then every major religious bloc in the world. We work in Hindu countries, we work in Islamic nations, we work in Buddhist nations, we work in communist nations, because these are places where there isn't much of a gospel witness right now. These are hopeless places. Today's just like yesterday or just like the day before. There's never enough money. Political things don't change that often. Spiritually, it's not good in a lot of these places. They're hopeless. The strong base has been the Philippines. Philippines is about 80% Catholic, so you can be there legally as a missionary. It's a great place to be. Southern Philippines, we've got a couple that do an orphanage. In Davao, Philippines, we've got an orphanage. In the central Philippines, Iloilo City is one of our larger groups, and we've got a rented building right in the heart of the city where we feed 250 to 300 kids every week. They're from shanty towns, squatter villages. Some kids we bring in from the dump. They actually live on the dump. They collect trash and they live there. We've got a place where they can come, especially on the weekends. We minister to them. Their after-school program. Their moms come to the center that we've rented there and cook a hot meal and take it to the kids. We have a sponsorship program. We get them into a school, and we've got something that goes for the kids. We've got something that goes for the youth. We've got something going on for the parents. And all the discipleship is integrated. We're usually pretty quick with some immediate relief because we work with a lot of pastors, a lot of churches. So you'll have a typhoon, you'll have a flood, you'll have an earthquake, we're right there. So usually we can get water, mosquito nets, canned tuna, bags of rice, where we work with the churches, we work with the local guys. It's easy for us to get in and out pretty quickly on some of these things. So the Philippines has been strong for us. We're in Thailand now. We're working with some groups that are basically unreached, poverty, and then a whole arm of the ministry that's beginning to work with those that have been involved in human trafficking. You just begin to introduce life. What we carry is life. They can tell. My wife walks out of a hotel in Vietnam and every child on the street runs up and grabs her leg because there's something on the inside of her. We carry life on the inside of us. And you begin to give that away and you begin to see the changes. You begin to see downcast eyes lifted up. You begin to see the countenance change on the face. You see life. That's what Jesus died for. He died so that the Indian or the Nepalese or the Vietnamese or the Chinese would have an opportunity to experience what a nature change feels like. What does it mean to have new life? What eternal life feels like. And so that's why we ended up in Asia, because we can make a difference in the lives of men and women and now a lot of children and even infants adopted into homes all over the world that didn't have a chance in their own country. We become the connection between God and man, and that's our role here.